Hey YouTube, it's your girl Javina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy, I hope. Keeping it sexy, child. We try to always. And how are you doing, my beautiful busy bees? I hope you're doing well. So I didn't believe I was going to be able to get this year type of thing. So everybody remembers last year ColourPop came out with their Witches Hocus-pocus collab. We didn't understand. We were just like, we're here for it. This is last year's palette. We were like, we're here for it. Look at the artwork. It's everything what we're looking for in the packaging. I'm not really a package person. I'm more of like the aesthetic of the inside is really what matters. But I mean, the whole thing is beautiful. It is a beautiful palette, right? Look at how large the pans are. They're damn near quarter size. You know, there is what in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 shades in here. Yeah, I haven't dug into it enough. Yeah, it needed some more love, but it is very light. You know, the first row off the back in this L just did not show up well on me, but I keep trying to make it work. We all know ColourPop came out with their part 2, right? And it was $22. Now, we paid $22 for this. You see this? See the size? Girl got big hands. You see the size? Everybody knows this pineapple mirror from Too Faced. You see the size? Okay. These are just small size comparisons. Why am I comparing the size of the first palette when I wanted to talk about part 2, Hocus-pocus 2? Because when I received this box, you guys, I fell over in laughter. Okay, so I got this ColourPop box. Last year I ordered the palette straight out. I ordered 2 of them. Got my first giveaway with the palette for my birthday. It was just like, it was spectacular, right? This year I went on TikTok because, you know, I get stuck in the talk sometimes too. And a young lady popped on there saying, ColourPop is giving away the Hocus-pocus 2 palette if you order anything from the collection. Anything. And I said, how small is anything? You know, there was something there, I think a lip or so that were $10. But I'm like, you know, you're not going to use lip. You're not going to do it. It's not your thing. It's a gloss. Give it to your daughter. But let's see if this actually works. I put it on my Instagram. I put it on TikTok. It worked. It worked. It came packaged like this. Came with a cute little, you deserve a star card. I guess because it's like my 3rd order from them. What I ordered, I'm shook. I'm shook on the size of these things, you guys. That's what I'm shook on. You're going to be like, what? Size? Size don't matter when it comes to make. Oh, yes, size matters, honey. It matters in all. Size matters in all references of life. Y'all know this. Let's not lie to ourselves. Size matters. So, with that in mind, this is the beautiful highlighter from Soul, which is ColourPop's sister. This is the palette. Do y'all see what I see here? This is the highlighter. This is the palette. Do you see what I'm saying right here? This is last year's palette. This is this year's palette. For size reference. You can't even see this year's palette behind the last year's palette. Let's open it up because I want to compare colors. I want to do the thing. So let's show you what I did order, what I paid for, which was $15. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm literally still kind of stuttering shook how big this box is. This is the highlighter. Did I miss something? Oh, I did. I did. I jumped on it again. I did another foot and mouth coming in right now in 3, 2, 1. This is a body powder. I did not know that. I thought it was just a regular highlighter. It does not. It just says, find the book, shimmering body powder. I didn't know that. I thought it was a highlighter. And I was like, look at this beast. Now I understand. Now I understand why it's so big. It's a big boy. But of course, I say put it all over my body, but I'm going to put it on my face. And I'm going to show you guys it on my face. So let's see if we can get a little AMSR. I know I probably butchered that, but the mirror, I'm so interested in seeing the mirror. I sure did think this was a highlighter. I'm going to go back on the website and see if they had a regular highlighter on there or what. So let's see. Listen to the mic. I'm getting better. Getting better. Big old life-size mirror. Life-size mirror. Like, my whole face is awesome in this mirror. Let's pull the highlighter. Now, I don't want to mess up the... I don't know if you can see the grooves in it. Kind of reminds me of fish scales. But you don't want to ruin it. But I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to swatch it. Let's see here. Now, that is it swatched. It is a little transparent. Makeup don't got no rules. Them telling me it's a body glitter compared to a highlighter, a regular body face highlighter, like, come on now. So let's just try this out. It is very light. You guys, does everybody see that? It's like the natural glow within type look. I'm going to use the shit out of this just because it cost me $15. And Halloween, yeah, I'm going to put this all over my body on Halloween. I'm just going to flat out go trunk or treating at the church. And even though nobody will see that I had this body shimmer on, I'm going to rock it. Only thing is, it's hard panning right away. If anybody from ColourPop sees this, I'm going to let y'all know. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. It is a clean brush. She stained the house. And already, not just from touching it with my finger, but also touching it with the brush, it has hit hard pan. Let me put this back so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Who else hates that? Look at that. I hate that. It's so soft that with the brush going back and forth in the corner, I didn't already hit hard pan. But it's pretty. I don't know if you can see that shimmer the way I see it. Let me see. It's kind of green and kind of yellow all at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It ain't no Ofra. You know I love my Ofras down to their dirty draws. But this is my first ever ColourPop highlighter. Even though it's just so hard to open too. It's got old school pop it up and hopefully it doesn't break lid on it instead of like a pop pushing lid. And you just got to be so careful with it because you don't want to break it. And I got the mirror protector stuck inside. We're just going to do this later. I'll do that later. Let's get back to this palette. Let me wipe off my hand and my finger. Because I wanted to put the screen protector back inside of the highlighter. I'm going to have the mirror open. Let's get back to this palette. The aesthetic is awesome. It is beautiful. I mean, of course, I'm going to keep it in its box. But for the same price as last year's palette, $22, you only get 12 colors. 12 colors, ColourPop. No, ma'am. back to the inside of the palette. It's beautiful. It's got the little cat things on it. I love that it's kind of like a book. It has the lip like a book. It's cute. It actually comes with a mirror. So it has a mirror. It's on my garbage can. And this is the palette. This is Lashy's palette. Oops, I'm digging my finger in it. I'm digging my finger in it. Shoot. That was an accident. But to show you size and reference, this is why I believe they were giving them out for free. Literally, giving this palette, I got this palette for free. And I believe they put a receipt in here. You know, a lot of, ooh, I hate that I dug it into the corner. Trying to flip it around. There's like a little receipt in here. Let's see if it put it on here, or is it just like what I got? Yeah, it just shows the quantity of what I got. But dang. I hope you've all seen this palette. If you're not, let's just compare. Let's do the original palette on the upper part of my arm. And we'll do the new palette on the bottom. Now, looking at the shimmers, they're totally different. The beautiful shimmers are totally different. I don't see a match in the house whatsoever from last year to this year. There's no match. I'm looking back and forth at them like, yeah, there's no match. And there's no matches on the mattes, except for, I honestly think these three browns, this cream brown, these three in a row here, I have a feeling, well, at least two of the three, this one and this one, are dupable in this palette. It says All Hell's Eve. We shall see. I'm going to put them side by side. So, first color. And let's get this next one. The glitter does not stay. So I'm just going to show you on my finger the glitter. Because once I put it down here like this, it falls away without glitter glow. It's a very sensitive one. This brown is the one I feel that is the neutral that they all put in there. So it does look a little bit more green olive on my arm here than it does in the pan in the other one. This camera makes my swatches look cruddy. It's not as pretty. But as you see how light everything is, why I don't typically draw myself to this palette, because everything is so light for my skin tone. It kind of looks like a wash of color, you know? Who wants a wash of color when you're bold and large and in charge type of thing? But goodness, these are my favorite two colors right here. This burgundy stains the house down, along with this burgundy purple. And the last two, this olive green and this shimmer. Okay, that's the first palette. And is that the screensaver? Nope, that's not the screensaver for the first palette. All right, now let's swatch the second palette. Wipe off my fingers a little bit. First four colors. Have to get rid of that moon just that quick. See that? I know everybody wants transition shade in every palette, but not all of them work the same for all skin tones. Like, that just is like the same three colors in ash on me. All right, let's do the shimmer. Dry the fingers off. Now the shimmers are pretty. They're very pretty. Very pretty. Oh, those are outstanding. Those will be great on my skin tone. That's the whole point. Okay, that is the point. Back in the day, I was not worried about what looked good on my skin tone. I didn't give a fly if you liked it or not. I had a nasty attitude towards my makeup and everyone else's makeup. And that was because I wasn't doing their makeup. You weren't doing my makeup. Once you start playing in other people's makeup and in other people's faces, and you see how they pick up a brush to how they dig it in the product or dap into the product or swipe into the product, you start respecting other people's work and your work a lot more. I had no respect for anyone else's work or my work at all. In fact, I didn't even know what YouTube was when I started doing makeup. Like, I found out about YouTube through actually a 19-year-old little girl came up to me and told me about YouTube and told me that I would be great on here talking, just being myself and being honest. Yeah, in the beginning, I was very sweet and kind and everything, but now it's time for me to get brutally honest and just tell you the truth. I felt not like I was any better than anybody else. No, that wasn't it. I was being told that I could not wear what I wanted to wear when I wanted to wear it and how I wanted to wear it, because that's just not the way the trend was at the time, or that just wasn't the way you should use that product. And I'm like, makeup is for everyone and everything, and you can do whatever you want with it. Why are you telling me what I can and cannot do with my makeup? Even after people bought it for me, I'm like, you bought this shadow for me, does not mean that you get to tell me how I use it, as long as I use it. You know, I had a bad, and I thought about it for a long, long time, that really wasn't a strictly bad attitude at all. That was somebody hindering me in my growth, which made me stop wearing makeup, which made me stop doing the things that I loved. That was the problem. Listening to somebody who does not love you, who says I love you. Because if you love me, you love all of my mistakes and all of my goods and all of my non-disclosure bull. You know, you love all of me. All of it. And I love you guys for that, because you do love me for all of that. And the more I'm honest about my, my mental health and my health in general, we both have grown. All of us. We have all grown. I'm sorry. Got you guys on here almost 18 minutes. Let me do the last 4 swatches, and then we will move on with my non-ratchet. Now, these 2 colors right here, plum and turquoise. Part 2 palette may be used more than part 1, I guess, because those are my jam right there. Those are my favorite eye look colors. Like, that would be so cute. Oh, so Sanderson. So Sanderson. I love these 2 colors. Okay, so that's all season 1 and season 2. Season 1. Part 1 and part 2's color story. What you think? Please tell me in the comments. Let's gossip about it. Let me know. Did you get the free palette? Did anybody check out the Instagram feed? Did they see it? Did you sign up for the newsletter? Sign up for the newsletters. If you want to know about these deals, that's the only way I found out about these deals. I watch a lot of YouTubers that were doing these things and never told me. So I'm telling you, how did I find this deal? It was literally, I signed up for the newsletter and they sent me a text message, and then I seen it on TikTok and I was like, I don't believe that. And it was true. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. Cute. I'm going to use them. I'm going to love them to death. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And if you're new here, hey, I'm not always like this. I'm usually level-headed and have something to talk about, but I felt like I had to get that off my chest because I'm wearing a color that I literally was told not to. And now I'm knocking it before I tried it. The eyeshadow. What do you think of this gray? I've never done it because I've always been told it's not my color, it washes me out, blah, blah, blah. I like it. I really, really like it. Other than that, do better, makeup people, and do better for us. We deserve better. Those who don't, or throw your hair back, makeup artists, do better. Your attitude matters. Your way you approach things matters to us consumers. So with that in mind, I love you guys. And if you're into Moa's ranting and raving and also into makeup, skincare, and more, join the hive. We'll be glad to have you. And if you're not new here, I will see you again in the next one, sis. Bye.